back in the 30s when my great-grandparents built the place. You know, it was a homestead. And of course it was a farm, you know, garden, livestock, stuff like that. And over the years, you know, they lived here, and we acquired it in 2006 and remodeled and added on over the years and everything, and then made it what it is today.
And so in 2018, we started hosting house concerts. We would have singer-songwriters into the house, and I would cook dinner and provide some drinks, and you could bring your own beverages, and I would pile everybody in the living room. And the most we ever had in the house was 45 people. We were stacked all the way to the stove. We were outgrowing the house. And it was a lot to have 40 people in your house once a month, and then it got to twice a month. And so when the pandemic hit in 2020, this used to be our garage. He's worked on diesel engines in there. It was where we started Southern Crane Works. And we just decided that we would finish out this room. Well, in the process of that, people started asking, are you gonna do weddings? And I was just like, I really hadn't thought about that part. But as it grew, yes, you know, we were a listening room first. We have hosted up to 42, 45 shows a season. And we just see that there's also a need for special events. A place that's small enough to host 75 people for a wedding anniversary, and also large enough to host medium-sized weddings. And so that's what we're gearing towards, is a little both.
I mean, we've had some great musicians on the music side, and then on the private event side, we have corporate Christmases and bridal showers, baby showers, stuff like that. I mean, the potential here is just, to me, endless. I mean, there's so much, you know, charm here that she's created in her vision. I see the potential, and it's way up here.
We discovered through a friend of ours when they had the house parties here and they first started, she'd always said, you gotta go check it out. Courtney has a magical thing going on there. I forget what show we came through for a date, and we fell in love with it. She loves live music, and I enjoy the small atmosphere aspect of it.
I'm from the Seattle area originally, and I had never really been to a listening room, but coming here was like totally different than anything I had ever been to. Like, other things were just like concerts and bar live music, that sort of thing. So it was just a completely different experience for me. Yeah, and I think after our first couple shows, we were pretty hooked. So we got in, we listened to people we'd never heard before, and it was just, we liked the small atmosphere and just the music, and being able to like unplug and just like step away and focus on the music for a little while.
I mean, I worked in a country club that had live music a while back, and just know enough about sound that she has the right guy running the soundboard and the acoustics. She spent the money where it needed to be spent, so that way you could enjoy that Bose audio at home sound, like just that clean, crisp sound, and understand the artist no matter where you sit in the room. There's not really any reverb, there's not feedback, it's just a pure music in the vocal there. It's just that magical aspect they put together here that just artists feel when they come play.
For a musician, especially a songwriter as I am, this is this is as best as it gets. You know, you come in, people want to listen to your song, and it's it's everything a songwriter wants, because usually we're just stuffed in the corner, make some noise, dance monkey type of deal. And so I fell in love with that idea and the whole place. The place is beautiful and well thought out, and just it's a safe house for guys like me, I suppose.
We host acts from all over the world, and we have a lot of them come through that tell us what we're doing here is amazing, that they would have never guessed that this quality of sound and or ambiance and hospitality could exist here. And I've experienced all there is to experience with live music here in Southeast Texas. I am a musician as well, so I took every bad gig and I put it into this place. Like every extension cord I was given in a pop-up tent, that's the things that I took and said, I want this to be a place where the musicians feel like it's a hug from a really bad road trip. People come here expecting to hear music like they hear it in a restaurant, and it's nothing like that. It's so good that it's moving.
We've had one particular musician that has compared us to the Grand Ole Opry. This gentleman has played all over the world, he said. He said there's two places that he loves playing the most, and that's the Opry and here. And that right there is just amazing. you know, because of the sound technician and everything, the room, it's top notch, you know, and I'm proud of that.
And I just fell in love with this place and it felt like home. I love how Courtney has it decorated. It's really my aesthetic and up my alley. And she had mentioned something about it becoming a wedding venue, and we had just gotten engaged, and I was like, it has to be this place. This is just where you really felt at home being a songwriter, so it had to be here.
I think as soon as we knew we were gonna get married, and we had heard Courtney talk about the potential of doing weddings here, that's where we're gonna get married. I don't think there was a doubt in our minds. We just coordinated with Courtney on what dates worked for her. It was perfect for us because it's small, like a small-ish venue, very intimate. I had my family fly down from Seattle, and they just absolutely love the place.
We felt comfortable here. It's like getting married in your grandparents' backyard. You know, you feel comfortable, you enjoy the place, it makes it more special.
We don't want it to feel sterile and commercialized. We have it on our homestead for a reason. We want it to feel like the backyard wedding that you don't have the backyard space for. And a lot of the theme here in this venue, it was inspired by the movie Alice in Wonderland and Wizard of Oz. We just finished the project where we're offering a bridal suite, its own private bath, and then a groom's room. We also have 4 different spaces, and the best quote I've ever heard is, you could be at an event with people you don't care for and never have to talk to them. So we have the main room, which is called the Rabbit Hole. The Rabbit Hole seats 70 for dinner and 85 for an auditorium style concert. And so we have the garden, of course, which seats around 100 people. We have a little area we call the Nest, which is where we serve the food. It's where the restrooms are located. It's where the bar is located. And it's an air-conditioned space that seats around 30. This room is the cellar. It's used as a VIP space, and we also use it as a bridal suite. So we do have a mixed beverage permit here, which is a positive for a lot of bride and grooms just because it allows them to set a budget. And once the budget is met, then it could be turned to a cash card situation. And it saves them some money, and people tend to drink a little more responsibly when they're paying for their own liquor.
Seven Oaks was my dream wedding. I got to have it close to home. Courtney and Lance were so gracious to open up their home for us to invite all of our friends and family, and we got to just have the best day here. We want to celebrate all of our milestones here.
It has become a place where we can celebrate many parts of our lives, and that's really exciting. It really does feel like anytime you come here, like Courtney and Lance just open their home to you, because they essentially do. And I guess that's another large factor when you think of, I guess, the comfortability of it. You know, it's like you're in somebody's home, and they treat you as a guest. And it's a great place to be, and I can't say much more than that, really.
From dating to engaged to wedding here to our first son.
I think we came 2 days before I gave birth.
We did. I mean, if you're a lover of pure music and the artistry of it, this is the place to come sit and really hear the music and feel the stories behind the guys and ladies who come play here. And as a venue, if you're looking for a place that's intimate, like your grandparents' backyard, this is the place to come to. It's just got the details and the warmth and comfort you can't get anywhere else.
Seven Oaks is a perfect place for us to get married. It was small, intimate, there were so many details that were covered in it, and I think there's no place else that we'd rather get married.
Whether it's a live show or a private event, we take pride in every aspect of making sure that you feel like you've come home to do, whether it to be relax and listen to music or hang out with friends and celebrate a milestone in your life. We're on board to make sure that it is top-notch and that you feel like it is a place that you would want to come back to again and again and again.
Whether it's a wedding, a show, private event, or whatever, come on out and check us out, man. We make everybody feel at home, feel welcome. We want to make it a special event or a great experience, listen to music, hanging out with friends. So come give us a shot.